At the dawn of civilization, humans watched the sky. Far from being a simple hobby, reading the stars was the key to survival. The ability to read the constellations could tell one when to plant the crops, when the wild herds came, and when the cold winds blew in from the north. The heavens were a calendar. Stable and unchanging, the order of the stellar motions was comforting. When this order was disturbed, people were terrified. Appearing from out of nowhere, comets would hang eerily in the sky for weeks. If something was about to happen that called for the appearance of a new celestial object, it was probably going to be a terrible catastrophe. A disaster, if you will. Greek for bad star. More often than not, though, cometary predictions of doom were a self-fulfilling prophecy. One example of cometary hysteria occurred in medieval England. With the apparition of a comet in 1066 came a panic. Everyone in the royal court said that the comet foretold the death of King Harold. This led to a succession crisis, and later, the Norman invasion of England and the ascension of William the Conqueror to the English throne.
Oh my God, Your Majesty, run!
Another example occurred in the Aztec Empire when a different comet passed by in 1511. Emperor Moctezuma, after seeing the comet, promptly had his astrologers executed. Why? Because they had not predicted the comet, and they certainly had not explained it. Afterwards, certain that some catastrophe was coming, Moctezuma became distant and gloomy, unable to govern his empire. This became one of many factors that contributed to the Aztecs' inability to fight off the Spanish invasion. Fear of comets will mostly be quelled by the work of two scientists, Sir Isaac Newton and Edmund Halley. Using the theory of gravitation developed by his contemporary Isaac Newton, Halley identified what comets were. Comets are giant snowballs, traveling around the sun in highly elliptical orbits. Halley also showed that comets will return. To test this hypothesis, Halley scoured through records and found that the comet that came in 1066 had returned every 76 years. Halley predicted that this comet would return in 1759. It appeared on Christmas of that year, 16 years after his death. It's since been named Comet Halley in his honor. Thanks to the work of Halley, and of all of the scientists that succeeded him, comets have been demystified. We now await the coming of comets with excitement rather than with terror. That is the power of science, to create wonder from fear. We live in uncertain times, and the way to successfully navigate them is to trust science and to create knowledge and understanding where there was once ignorance and fear.